Hi, I'm Mark. Welcome back to Foothill Paint Fabrication. Well, today we're going to get the engine and transmission out of the 65 Chevelle here, the Malibu SS. I've already got pretty much everything disconnected, I think. I'll make a quick check and then it'll be about ready to come out. My buddy Dave's on his way over and we're going to pull this thing out. Since we're pulling the engine and tranny out at the same time, it's best if I get some help and don't try to do this by myself. So he's on his way. And then we'll get this thing yanked out, get that Muncie off there, take a look at that clutch, see what's going on with it, and then maybe figure out where the leak's coming from on that Muncie 4-speed that's leaking out the front. So let's just jump right in here and get this thing knocked out. Okay, as you guys can see, I got the hood off. Dave came over the other day and gave me a hand getting that off. I've got it leaning over here against the wall. I got the painted side in to protect it, so just in case something gets dropped or bumped into. And you may notice down here, I started doing this years and years ago when I scratched my own hood on the bottom. I just took that's a couple of 1x2s, and all I did is just drill a hole at the same bolt pattern and then put a bolt in there. The hood bolts are really short, so you got to find the bolt just the right length so it doesn't go all the way through and put a dent in your hood. But this holds it up off the ground and keeps you from scratching those corners, because I had my hood on the GTO sitting on some rags and I bumped it and it slid and went right through the rag and scratched the corner. So just a little tip for you guys. And I think Dave just showed up, so we can get started on pulling this thing out. Okay, Dave's here, so we're going to go ahead and just lift this thing up, hopefully in one piece, and get it out go smoothly. I used to do it on my GTO with the 400, so this shouldn't go too bad. So we're just going to jump in here and bust right through it. Turn this one on real quick. It'll be up. We work the engine. There it goes. A little bit more. Find that out. Oh, there it goes.
There you go.
All right, how are we looking?
Great. Looks great. Got to come up a little bit. Bell housing's going to hit the cross member.
Okay. I got room.
Give it a couple of pumps. Swinging free. Swinging free.
There.
Yeah.
Bill, how's it look good?
Well, we're getting into the shifter now. It's got to come.
How's it looking?
Okay.
Dampener pulley's touching. Hold on. If I could turn this sideways a little bit.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Forward anymore. There.
Okay.
Okay, we're on the uphill side.
Did you go up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Night and day. attached. All right, ready to come out?
Yeah. And clearance is good.
Yep. Bell housing's the lowest part.
We got juice.
Mountain Dew's coming out. Alright. Good job. Piece of cake. Alright, no, we didn't drop anything, we didn't dent anything, so that's good. Got it out in one piece. It's a little trickier to do it that way, but dropping that transmission out, sliding it out was kind of be a bear. I have to take the whole shifter off to get it out. So, okay, let's get this transmission off here. They used Allen head cap screws on here. Hold on, let me grab a 2x6. Okay. Whoa!
Making money already?
Oh, they siliconed a nickel in there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not going to work.
They probably wanted it to hold back further.
Yeah, but that's they leak out the front here. The back doesn't matter. Huh. Well, that's a first for me. All right, well, we're going to pull the clutch off, get the bell housing off, and pull the clutch out, and we'll see what it looks like.
That's tight. Of all the places they need Allen's right there.
Yeah. So this clutch was chattering, slipping, and almost impossible to drive. So it'll be interesting to see what it looks like. And it was way out of adjustment. Doesn't look that bad.
Some hot spots in it.
Yeah. Really, the clutch doesn't look bad at all. It's got hot spots in it though. It's not, well, I got some fissures in here. See if we can get this machined. It's a steel bell housing, so, or, excuse me, steel flywheel. So this doesn't look that bad. I wonder if it got contaminated. We'll have to check it out. We're putting a new one in anyways. All right, let's get the flywheel off. It moved. It's moving. Okay, hold up.
That's heavy.
Well, it just bounced off my finger.
Ouch.
Yikes. All right. Even though I was trying to be ready for it. Yeah, that could be machined. Doesn't look horrible though. All right. Well, let's get this thing on the engine stand. Okay, this is my new Eastwood Easy Turn engine stand. I did a quick video on. I modified it so it could store standing straight up because they only store laying flat, which is not very convenient for me. So you guys want to check that video out. It's really simple to put a third wheel on the back there. Okay, let's get this on here.
Close.
Finger tight.
Just gonna see if we have to reposition these.
Never use this engine stand, so I guess we'll do the bounce test on it, see if it... Okay, I guess it's all right. Okay, these are loose. That might swivel in it. It ain't coming off any other way. Block offs. Looks like it's hardly even ran. Okay, let me bring you in close. We'll take a look at the valley here. Everything looks good so far. I don't think this engine had many hours on it. Okay, so no huge surprises on the engine. The lifter valley looks really good. This engine is going to get a different intake manifold and carburetor. There's an Edelbrock coming that his brother, I just put fuel injection on his car a year ago, I think. And so he had just had that carburetor rebuilt, and so he's got the intake and the carburetor for that, and he's given it to his brother, so we're going to be installing that. The engine will get a serpentine belt system. So the water pump's going to go because it uses a different water pump. It turns the other direction, and obviously new pulleys. The exhaust manifolds, we're going to stay cast iron, but we do not need this bracket anymore since the serpentine belt system will hold everything itself. So I'm going to just try to cut these ears off, grind them smooth. The owner will come on. John will wire brush these exhaust manifolds and just paint them right here on the stand. I don't want to try to take these off. These are aluminum heads. I don't know if they use never sees on any of these bolts, and I just don't want to risk ruining any threads. So we'll do all the work right here on the stand. Other than that, it's going to get cleaned up really well, repainted if it needs it, and then just set aside once we get everything bolted on and as we do other work on the car. So this went really well today, so I think that's about it. Okay guys, that just about wraps up this video on pulling the engine and transmission out of the 65 Malibu here. It went really smoothly. I appreciate Dave coming over and giving me a hand. I couldn't have done it by myself. It's just too hard with a tranny on there. So came out really nice. Dave knows what he's doing, so we worked really well together and just got that thing out really nicely. So the engine looks great. Like I said earlier, I think it's a very low miles engine. So the next step for this thing is getting it cleaned up, getting a few more parts off of it, and then start bolting on some goodies. Now the transmission, we'll do a video on that too. We'll try to figure out why they glued a nickel on the end of that counter shaft, but I'm sure they had some rhyme or reason for it, but that's about it. Thanks for joining me here at Foothill Paint Fabrication. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and mash that bell icon, not your finger, so you get a notification every time I release a new video. We'll see you on the next one.